The following is a special presentation of C-Tag Studios, a private imaginary collaboration between me, myself, and I.
Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
Connecting to Twitch TV /Mr. Zeppo. In 3, 2, 1. Greetings and salutations, friends. I am your humble host, the Incorrigible MrZeppo. Welcome.
Welcome to the Zeppoverse!
Visit the various dimensions of the Zeppoverse by traveling to Solo.to /Mr. Zeppo and clicking on through. Checking in. We've got the monitor live with chat. Gonna try a voice to text right here live on the thing. Welcome to the Zeppoverse, chat. Okay, it typed Suboverse instead of Zeppoverse. But it got it right the second time. Greetings and salutations, friends. This is the Almost Daily Login. And I am your host, the Incorrigible Mr. Zeppo, coming at you live on a multi-platform crossover multi-stream event. Available to you. Oh, I did my hair again. Darn it. I gotta start the show not looking like a complete weirdo. Not that I don't. I realize I am completely under no illusions that I look more or less fabulous than I actually don't. Stream Elements checking in. Greetings and welcome. This is a chatty show, so feel free to speak up and drop those commentaries in the chat, please. Don't be shy. Say hi. I came up with that one all myself. Welcome to the show, folks. Like we were saying, this is the Almost Daily Login, a special spin-off of the 6-year-long running audio-only Sprecher exclusive podcast known around the world in 25 plus countries as the Almost Daily Zencast. I say Sprecher exclusive. That is a broad family of podcast catchy catchers that you can catch this podcast on. Wherever fine podcasts are podcasted at you, you can find the Almost Daily Zencast. Just type in Almost Daily Zencast. I forgot to turn that chatty chatter thing off, and it's going away. Dropping stream element chat things like it's running out of time. Let's find that and fix it. This is a mini programming notes special deluxe episode you're joining us for. So don't you stress. I will not be taking up too much of your time. Folks, I'm here to indulge in a little bit of programming awareness so that you know what's what in the Zeppoverse. I'm checking the sound. Sound check is good. All right. So, what is the Zeppoverse, you might ask yourself? Who is this Mr. Zeppo, you might ask yourself? Longtime gamer, first-time game streamer with a passion for iPad gaming and a propensity for overkill. yours truly, right here and now, will be sharing first impression reviews of games on the iPad Marketplace. For now, asterisk, put a pin in the following wish list. There is a fundraiser. We want to get them Oculus goggles and a shiny new Alienware desktop to run all the hard work on, all the video editing and live streaming, etc. And then maybe a platform or two. But that's some big corporate investment pipe dream talk coming at you from your host. But yes, some of you may remember that for a few strong running weeks there, from October to Christmas almost, this gamer was gaming hard on the iPad. Guess what? That's coming back. Coming back on the regular. That is a Twitch exclusive. One of the things I'm here to differentiate about. Also dropping you some tidbits and teasers from all over the Zeppoverse and why am I doing it? Trying to get your eyeballs on those screens. All of my content, I assure you friends, is open and welcoming to feedback and commentary. And I assure you this personal guarantee, I am real, raw, and radically unscripted. Ain't nobody telling this weirdo what to tell you weirdos out there on the internet, except for my own thinky thought brainy brain and the deep stirrings of the inner world from which I pull my inspiration, whatever that means. I assure you, I don't have any big corporate money behind me. If I did, though, and I'm not saying that I would say yes automatically. I'm also not saying I would say no automatically, if you know what I mean.
Bring me that big corporate funding. Bum, bum, bum.
Cool. Now I can do fun sound effects like that, sort of. I don't. What's my point? I pledge to you that I'm a real, earnest, concerned life form on this living planet with a perspective that most people find a bit absurd and a little nuanced and beyond the scope of the typical normative range or spectrum of ideological echo chambering that most people are echo chambering. But yes, I also like video games. What can you do? Welcome to the universe that is the too many storm clouds of ideas in my brain. I didn't have a microphone there, and I just realized I got to do some editing real quick right here on this scene because I want the right microphone. Look at that, learning on the fly. Boom, boom. Sorry about that. Talking to you right there on the USB mic. I hope you can hear me. I think you can. Let me check in my monitor. That's what them earphones are for. Testing, testing. Good. Okay, so the thing you're watching now, if you're watching it on Twitter or Instagram or no, it's not going out on Instagram. If you're watching it on Twitter or Nimo TV or YouTube or what's the other one? Facebook. That's right. If you're watching it on one of those, you're tuning in live right now to some behind the scenes commentary and a little bit of programming information about what this Mishigas is that I just launched. Dear Facebook friends, don't worry, rest assured, I'm not going to be Facebook living every effing day. That would be tedious and annoying, and you would all probably unfriend me. The Facebook version of this wild and goofy show that we're calling the Almost Daily Login, I think I'm going to change the sign. I'm going to change it so it says, where is it? I'm going to change it so it says the Almost Weekly Login. or something. Maybe I'll keep it like that because I'm going to be doing it daily over on Twitch TV, where everyone's there to watch Twitch TV type content all day long every day. On Facebook, I'm going to be doing it once every other week, if that sounds cool for you guys. I just did it a bunch for a couple days right now in a row as I stumbled my way into relaunching it after rethinking it a bit and realizing quite a few things I'd learned while tinkering around trying to figure it out, and finally sort of nailing the layout. I think it's better now. As you can see, we got the overhead. Everything's kind of a little bit more on eyesight, and I can monitor chat real time and read the comments over here on this thing. Huzzah! It's the little wins, right? It's the little tiny things. So I wanted to thank everyone over there on Twitch TV. Aren't you glad I can do that now and I didn't have to do that in your ears? Thanks everyone over in Twitch TV, especially the most recent set of audience members. You know who you are, for dropping in, because we nailed one of the seemingly difficult things to do at the early onset of building this community, and that's getting 5 people chatting at the same time. Seems like a silly thing, but they've got this groovy path towards affiliate, path to partner jazz that you're looking at right up there, and I humbly appreciate everyone's engagement as this struggling streamer tries to build a little bit of a community and an audience over there on that platform, where we will be doing the almost daily login, almost daily, not every day. Facebook crowd, you'll be getting updates and sort of highlight outtakes and stuff, maybe every other week, maybe just once a month. We'll see how that grows. And this is the show where I'm announcing it. Official. It's official. It's a Facebook official announcement now, as of this moment. Some of y'all may be excited. Some of y'all may not be giving a shit. But I'm intrigued and excited to try to get into this Twitch TV community, which has been so kind to me. And by the way, if you're listening, if you're tuning in on some of the other platforms, and you haven't visited Twitch, head on down. It's quite a treat, and honestly, sincerely, I'm looking at you. Let me make this really, really big, really real. I'm gonna look at you all full cam style. There's some seriously talented people on the Twitch platform, and I mean that. And I don't mean myself. I'm not being ingratiating. There's some if you like listening to music, and who doesn't? Some people don't, and that's a little weird, but what are you going to do? There's a lot of really talented DJs mixing up all kinds of genres in ways that rock. And I don't mean to be, I'm not a member of some occult club. That's just rock and roll, dude. Hang loose. Don't overinterpret people throwing fingers as more than it really needs to be, because I'm really just being a weirdo about that. Okay, so some people overthink things, man. Maybe I'm one of them. Okay, back on track. Back on track. We were talking about this, and I want to take a moment to thank you. We're getting on down to the 50 follower mark on stream over there at twitch.tv/MrZeppo. And of course, honest, genuine endorsement about all the other talent out there. Just for full disclosure, I'm trying to make these one of these two, path to affiliate or path to partner, because then that means I've got a large enough audience that maybe I can just dedicate my life to doing this 24 hours a day, and I'll make work from home income from that and retire to entertaining folks on the internet. And it's the American dream, folks. It's the American cyber dream. Oh, and this isn't out of... Oh, no, it's not true. we hit a little thing that I was trying to find the thing for. See, we can see there that we're 32 on our way to 50. We got 5 people chatting at the same time. Twitch likes it when y'all do that. So say hi. Don't be shy. Cleanse the palette. Intermediate screen. No, that feels like dead air. I did want to show you this. Moving on to a little bit of a programming note announcement. To pique your curiosity, dear friends, we have already, as you noted, as you may have seen, tinkered and experimented with the crossover multi-platform. I'm not broadcasting live to Sprecher.com right now, but I did post a pretty awesome brand new Sprecher exclusive. I mean, you can find it on a lot of podcast catchers. So podcast exclusive podcast episode about the living holographic cosmos and my deep thinky thoughts about it and how it intersects with our reality, politically speaking, and other thoughts. Go check it out. It's an endurance sort of extra long episode of today's nugget of Zen. That's just the tip of the iceberg. It's the flagship of entertainment of my small nexus of interconnected but variety different kinds of content that I am sharing with the internet. One of the things that we'll be doing on Twitch TV as a sort of mini crossover, just one platform to another, is what I'm now calling this Rewind and Revisit, a special retrospective. Let me get myself out of my own way. A special retrospective review of the Almost Daily Zencast. Not to be narcissistic, but rather to sort of help build and promote the show, but also build and expand the ideas discussed therein. And to tinker and experiment with different ways of presenting all the crazy ideas that are spiraling around in this crazy would-be performance artist's head. And to sort of updraft it as we go. Because I realize, there's plenty of room for improvement. That'll be a Twitch, and I won't be broadcasting that on Sprecher. I'll be playing audio from my Sprecher account on Twitch as I comment on it, the way we're sort of looking at this picture and commenting on it now. I can say things and do stuff. What else? The other thing that I was going to test is whether or not this works. And that's testing being able to play music for you while we talk about stuff. Where is the thing? Oh, yeah, in the files. Picking a new bit of music. Searching for files. Well, let's play a bit of music that has already previously been presented on one of the many streams. And let me make sure. This is the part where I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing it right. We have to switch out on audio inputs. Let's see if we can do it here. Switched over to the Logicam for audio while we do this other thing also. I picked this track because we've heard it on the show before, and I wanted to see whether it translates well or not. Something else that happened while I was tinkering around getting ready for the show today. A while back, and this is totally inconsequential but hilarious to me. A while back, Instagram. Let me see what happens when I do this. Okay, that works. And let me see what it sounds like this. hopefully that works and is creating an interesting experience. Let me tell you a brief real-life anecdote. A while back, Instagram used to feature in its filters to add to your post before you posted it, this weird frame that I had up as a blank frame earlier. There it is, boom. Well, it was my favoriteest thing about Instagram, and if you go visit my Instagram account and scroll back far enough, you'll see that there was a time when every image, no matter what it was, whether some of them work really well, some of them don't work well at all, and everything in between, they had this frame around them, and it was sort of like my image. It was sort of like something I did. You can find my Instagram by heading over to Solo.to/MrZeppo and visiting right there. Or you can just go straight to Instagram and type in Mr. Zeppo. But I digress. At some point, for reasons that I don't understand, and that I never got an answer to, even though I talked about it occasionally and wrote about it in my review to Instagram in the marketplace, which is like where people go sometimes to really air out their beef. I said, Instagram, why'd you get rid of that? I loved it. It was sort of like my thing. All of my images, you could always tell it was a Mr. Zeppo meme or a Mr. Zeppo reshare because I used this frame. And it was built into a thing that they modified all their filters, did an upgrade. And I don't know if it was an oversight or if it was intentional. But I've been kind of broken up about it with Instagram, a hard moment now. And I finally realized the magic coin dropped in the piggy bank of my head. I can do this on my own. I can recreate it based on one of the, a previously already used image, and I can extract the frame. So I did, and now I'm happy about it, and it'll be returning as a totally, completely inconsequential feature of my Instagram account that no one will notice or care about except me, and I'm living my best life telling you about my content and stuff and sharing with you some of the behind-the-scenes process. Why does that matter? It doesn't really, except that. Boom. Now you don't need the echo chamber sound effect. I wasn't trying to do an echo chamber sound effect. I was just trying to test to see if the voice over on the music would read well like that. Okay. Already showed you that. Don't need to flash back to it. The other thing that's happening as a sort of independent project, and I forgive me for being tedious if it feels like I'm being tedious, but I'm going to crank through this and call it a day in under 15 minutes for the rest of the stream. And then you won't see me streaming on Facebook or Twitter for another 2 weeks minimum. Everything will be on Twitch and any of the other platforms mentioned. Having a special double whammy event over on SoundCloud. For those of you who feel like being supportive audience, I humbly invoke you. It's echoing. Thank you, Andre. Yes, it was sort of an acceptable effect that I was tinkering around with just to give it that echoey discotheque vibe. Thanks for letting me know. Hopefully it's not echoing anymore now that we're all caught up. But I'm so glad I can now actually monitor the chat in real time. Huzzah for solutions. Back on track really quick. DJ Zed's Trans-Dimensional Robot Dance Muzak playlist and mini competition. The end year goal by just after Thanksgiving, I hope to have generated a winning playlist of 4 quarterly, seasonal, random, fun, danceable, popular, synthetica, robotica music. I'm trying to coin terms here. And your part in participating with that, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to head on over there and vote for your favorites by interacting with the playlist and letting it resonate in your ear holes. And you can drop comments. You can click on hearts. You can do a bunch of widgety things, and interacting on that platform is totally welcome. Suggestions and ideas inside the comments, which post in real time in the sound bar of the music, which is a cool feature. Discover other artists as well, because just like live streaming on Twitch, there's a lot of really talented artists, and this is a genuine, enthusiastic thumbs up endorsement of the platform as a fun way to support musicians and producers and robot disc jockeys like my imaginary friend DJ Zed and myself. The end goal, like I was saying, is I'm hoping to mint a video album NFT series, a limited edition batch going for super cheap, so we can drum up some support through the community, and then a unique sort of here is the thing. The limited edition batch will be sort of mixed down teasers of the final tracks and the final super mega monster mixes, and the collaborations, if any, should arise from interested fellow DJs. That's the second layer to it. Open invitation, as is clipped on my Clippy Thing wall on Twitch over there. If you're a Twitch DJ or a DJ in general, you happen to come across this video on any of the platforms, head on over to soundcloud.com/MrZeppo. Check out the tracks and show me how you would remix and mishmash a couple of them together into crossover, mixover dance sets of any length. If you want to mix together the entire monster mash of everything, do it. If you want to mix together 3 songs into a nice 15-minute thing, do it. It's time-independent, open-ended collaboration, and hopefully audience members will enjoy. If nothing else happens, I will be doing those kinds of things with my imaginary friend DJ Zed on our own during the course of the year, and hopefully, knock on wood, there will be a singular edition, full entertainment motion video album NFT with art and stuff. And that's the aspirational goal. Please support that. Go get involved. Every month this quarter, we're going to be eliminating the lowest scoring tracks on the playlist there that you're looking at. And then quarterly, we'll be announcing the top 5 list from each month. So at the end of the quarter, you'll have maybe whenever I cull the list, it'll be automatically known. The top 5 from January will be the top 5 on the list, obviously, etc. And then quarterly, we'll compile the quarter 1 album list of the max, the best ones out of each month. And then if any tracks, get mixed and featured by other artists and stuff, those will get thrown in the mix. Please, other engineers and DJs and remixers and audiophile nerds that want to collaborate, please direct message me directly right there on SoundCloud and show your support by adding me up on all the social medias and sharing about it, and chit-chat with you more about those potential collaborations in the DMs. So that retrospective, where we'll be revisiting old episodes of the Almost Daily Zencast, I'm announcing that, like I said, will be exclusively on Twitch. The Almost Daily Zencast itself, which I'm going to try to narrow the focus of and get a little bit more singular so that it feels a little more exclusive in the way that content is presented, is going to be right there for you at sprecher.com/MrZeppo, as well as wherever fine podcasts are caught by your podcast players. Just search for hashtag MrZeppo and or hashtag the Almost Daily Zencast. Or you can participate in the community, the online community, by dropping comments and whatnot, following and liking and reposting to your social circles directly on Spreaker.com. That's Spreaker.com. Yes, that is the German word for speaker. Double and triple entendre, probably intentional. And it has now, I guess, been taken over by iHeartRadio. So I guess technically you can say you heard the Incorrigible MrZeppo on iHeartRadio. Okay, so those will be dropping, like, I think I'm going to be doing an exclusive episode every other day, give or take an extra bonus day. So not quite daily at all, but a little bit more daily than almost. And I want to take a moment, since we're pimping it out right now, to say hello in every language possible, as I did that one time in my promo video, and I would have been clever to have that lined up right now and push play, but I don't. But greetings and salutations to everyone on the international list of audience members from Spain, Indonesia, Italy, Ireland, Czechia, Philippines, Turkey, South Africa, Austria, Poland, Netherlands, Australia, Russia, Portugal, Japan, Brazil, Mexico, Canada, Malta, France, Germany, Sweden, United Kingdom, United States, and India. Thank you so much for tuning in and giving that show your support. Keep it up. Let me know what you need to know. And if you need to tell your friends about it, here's what you can tell them. The Almost Daily Zencast, featuring original robot dance music engineered by DJ Zed. Featuring now new longer episodes, new shorter episodes, and more original electronic robot dance synthetica, which is missing. It really should say synthetica there. Muzak, hosted by yours truly, the Incorrigible MrZeppo. Oh, that's one of my favorite memes. But we don't need to stare at that meme. Not that you necessarily want to stare at my ugly mug. The streaming gameplay, exclusive on Twitch TV, featured probably on Mondays and other days, but also Fridays. There will be the latest edition, although one of the earliest ideas, finally joining the family of various content available for your viewing pleasure, is a hopefully not too rambly presentation of this part-time cynic's part-time mystic exploration of the occult, and I don't mean satanic by any way, shape, or form. Put a pin in that. We'll talk about it. Oracular systems, the system of oracle cards, as laughable as some people may treat that and dismiss as malarkey. It's one of those things I've got a curious tug and a thread I've been pulling on for years, and a serious intention to test a working theory that I would dare say, dear friends and listeners, might actually change some minds out there amongst the doubters, because it's not based on hippie new age woo-woo nonsense. It's based on all the real phenomenological reasons why I've found that kind of self-inquiry interesting and fruitful, even if it is a bit weird and mysterious. So tune in for that. That might be on Tuesdays. We're roughing in a schedule here. And that's going to be, I think I'm going to make that a YouTube exclusive, to not bombard all the platforms all at once with all the things all the time. So if you really want to track that down, we'll have a YouTube link to that show once I curate a playlist and set it all up on the preferred YouTube channel. Although, like I said, we'll be revisiting and rehashing. What's the other things? Already talked about that. I guess that's most of all the things I wanted to cover. I got to cover them. Thank you for tuning in, friends. I know that seemed almost content-free. I wanted to make a simple, short, easily consumable, for the record promo of the content that I've been slowly building my way up to launching. and that I'm now trying to roll out. And invite you, pardon the muted interruption there, invite you to join me on a journey. Oh, there's another thing that I missed. What was the thing? Because I didn't make a slide for it. I thought about making a slide for it, and then I totally didn't. But Wattpad Wednesdays, something I've been teasing out forever and talking about on the podcast as a thing. Once I've been conceptualizing like how to do it for some time now. But Wattpad Wednesdays, where we will be dropping in to read from my humble efforts to create a sci-fi literary action-adventure series worth your time and interest. And I want real, genuine, serious feedback. Haters and trolls will be treated and identified as such, but I do want your genuine curiosity. I'm very grateful for the long time supporters that have been really sometimes surprisingly quick to pop in with a comment or two or a heart here and there when I have begrudgingly forced myself to log in and make an update or three to those stories I've been developing. I hope you go check them out. They are pretty interesting. You can find all the links for all the silly things I've been promoting at you right here at Solo.to /MrZeppo. And I hope you'll join me on all these different platforms where I'll be showing and sharing different sides of the things I want to share with the world, which I sincerely offer you in all earnestness as an online artist, a multi-platform artist and a content creator, humbly and authentically for your entertainment. And having said all that, I want to thank you for tuning in and ease my way on out from.
Check it out. Check it out.
Thank you for tuning in. Sorry, I pressed the button in the wrong order. Thank you for tuning in and bearing with me. I hope that's caught some new viewership attention and perked some people's curiosity. I'm now going to take some time off, just like a day and a half of time off, or maybe less. I say that only because it's going to feel like I'm on live with some platform or another, with some project or another, pretty much daily from
Welcome to the Zeppoverse.
Thank you so much for your support. This has been a Me, Myself, and I collaborative production of CTAG Studios, the imaginary production company that exists currently only inside my head. Thanks to the new follows, we are climbing steadily towards 40. Be checking on that soon. Looking forward to hitting 50. Ding, ding, ding. Until next time, bring the comments and questions and create that corkboard of red pushpins in the imaginary shared space of the mind where we reside when we talk about stuff. If that didn't make any sense, it will after you catch up with a couple of episodes of either the podcast or the live stream. Until next time, I've been your humble host. Peace out.